What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to Trading Learning 101. It is Thursday, June 6th, 2019. It's a little after 10:40 a.m. Doing the market recap a little bit early because it's kind of slow in the market today. Not every single day is going to be on fire and popping off in the market, and everybody's different as a trader. People see opportunities in all kinds of different markets, but today for me, I didn't really see anything really worth trading. Everything kind of seemed to gap up and then just slowly die off as the market went on and on from the open. So I'm going to take what the market's telling me and just not force any trades and move on. Right here we're looking at GSX. It's a freshly new IPO that just opened. Right now it's looking like a nice little bounce here from $11. But I was just watching this, making new lows on the day. It's liking the base right here at 11. Connect the lower highs right there. See how it formed a wedge. And then from 11, could get a nice pop up here to 11.50. But this is a newer IPO, and it's the year of the IPOs. Just keeping an eye on this right now. It's already got 7.4 million in volume today as we're just starting out. But let's go over what we were looking at today. This morning, CTRV. Huge gap up on this from $5 all the way up to a high of over $12. That's been the theme this week. It seemed like every single day this week we've had a stock gap up from around $3 to $5 all the way up over $10. And most of them, when the market opened, most of them had a big sell-off and then a big bounce. Today, CTRV just kept getting halted every other minute. Let's break it down real quick. It opens up here at around 11.50, runs all the way up to 15.50, pulls back to the VWAP right there. That's why I love using the VWAP. The VWAP has been in play the past couple of years. Indicators come and go. As a trader, in the past couple of years, the VWAP has been really on everybody's charts. So I want to use what other traders are using. Pulls back to the VWAP right here at around 13. Got tighter and tighter right there. And then pops all the way up to $15 and runs into a halt. Got halted, didn't get any gap up. Got a quick snap up to 15.50. And then it started crashing all the way down to this support right there and ran into another halt. Opened up, surged all the way down to 11.50, bounces up to 12.50, and then surges all the way down into another halt right there at 10.50. From 10.50, gets a nice grind all the way up to 12.50 right there, and now it's just making its way back on down to this 10.50 level. CTRV is really the only stock that's been popping off today that I've really been watching, besides GSX that just opened. But I don't want to force any trades today. I'm just going to walk away from the market. Also, INSY having a really big spike today. Spikes from 80 cents all the way up to $1.80. Pulls all the way back, all the way down to $1.15, and is currently getting really tight in this wedge right here. Recently came out with news that the chairman just stepped down from the company. Look at the daily here. Big gap down on this from $4 all the way to $1.29. Sells all the way down to 75 cents. And this is why you always add stocks to your watch list that have a big gap down like that. Let it sell off and do what it's got to do. And then sometimes, not all the time, they'll get a nice pop to the upside and they'll start to make a run trying to fill this big gap right here because it's an error in the chart. But you could see on it too. Let me zoom in a little bit. This $1 level right here is key resistance on it. Mental area. Stock, last time it broke above $1, blew right up and ran all the way up to $1.50. Came back down, sat at $1, fell below $1, bottomed out right here, finally starts to get momentum this day, and this day, and then boom, big surge of volume comes through, and that's when we got that push. Very nice move today on INSY. Next up, we had ADIL on watch. It's just a low float stock. Really, they announced collaboration with the manufacturer. Really nothing eye-popping, but when a low float's gapping up like this, you got to add it to your watch list. But when the market opened on it, no volume came into it. WKHS, big run at the end of the day yesterday. Today had a really nice bounce, I would say. And I see this happen a lot. It's a playbook play. Stock opens up right at 212. Sells down. Look at right where it bounced at. $2. From $2, starts to move its way on up. Grinding up right here. And then tops out at 230. So a really nice half an hour bounce from 2 to 230. ABIO still on watch. After the past few days, it's been getting real fast pops to the upside. Just a low float recent runner. I always like keeping an eye on low float stocks that were recent runners. Got GSX still hanging out at around $11. Still making lows on the day. And then there was one more, IFRX. IFRX recently had a big gap down on the daily here from $37 all the way down here to $3. It's looking like it's trying to base itself right here at $3. So I'm going to be keeping this on watch. Zoom out here so you guys can see it. See how it was trading at this range all up here at 37. Big gap down on it. Yesterday it continued to sell off all the way down to 3. Yesterday it had a nice bounce on it. Let's take a look at it. Right here at around 350, this sold down to. From 450, sold all the way down to 350? About 330 it sold down to. Started making higher lows here. Was topping out at 375. Finally got above it, and a nice little grind all the way up to $4 right there. comes all the way back down to $3. And like I said, it's been liking this $3 area. Am I recommending this as a buy? No. You know, these are all just my opinions and how I like to look at charts. I do this so you guys can see and learn how I look at the market. And I highly encourage you guys to go off and look at other traders and compare and see how other traders look at the market and how they trade so you can develop your own strategy. We talked about WKHS. Nothing really going on, really, not too much. VT was gapping up. VT has a history of running in the past, but this big gap up from $1.70 all the way up to 220, you can just see volume just left it and it just puttered off. So if nothing's going on in the market, I'm not trying to really force plays. Tomorrow's always a new day. And GSX making new lows on the day. Like I said, it was trying to baseline right there, forming a wedge right there, a descending wedge. Breaks below the wedge, and down she goes. So hopefully you guys are all having a great trading day. I'm not really gonna make this too long. I have a link down in the description down below for you guys. Check it out. It's pretty cool. If you want to support the Trading Learning 101 YouTube channel or have any ideas, head on over to Patreon and maybe give me a video recommendation. Other than that, make sure at the end of every video too, you guys always check the descriptions and read what's in the descriptions. I always mark out what stocks were hot every single day. And also, you know, the disclaimers that are in there. I'm not a financial advisor. Everything that I say or talk about is not financial advice. I never give buy or sell recommendations. And I always say you always gotta do your own due diligence and put that studying in. Study and learn the market. Don't be a sheep and just follow what other people are doing. Learn this game. But that's going to be it for this recap, guys. Slow day in the market, not much to talk about. I'm going to walk away myself. I'm done for the day. Tomorrow's a new day. But till next time, guys, have that patience, have that discipline, and study, study, study. Later, everyone.